Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jay, and y'all, okay, so we're gonna talk about basically, I guess, like listening to God or the universe, surrendering and really just not worrying after you do so. Let me preface this by saying, clearly on this channel, because we're doing live talks, I'm just gonna pop on here no matter what I look like and just speak about things as they're on my heart. I say that to say, if y'all see me on this channel looking a little cray-cray, no makeup, hair not done, whatever, I'm really not on here to be perfect. I'm just on here to connect with y'all and just to talk about life, you know, just something that makes me happy. But now that that's out the way, so, oh, and by the way, like the video, subscribe, go follow my main channel at Yoga with Jay, and let's move our body together, right? Okay, so I made a post a while back and I was like, you know, have you noticed that the only time that you worry is when you stop being delusional? When you stop being delusional and whenever you stop thinking that everything is going to work out for you, when you stop thinking that you are connected to infinite abundance, infinite intelligence, and infinite possibility, that is when the worry kicks in, because we do have an ego as we are here existing in a human body, and the ego is what places limitations on us. And when we allow those limitations to get in the way, that's whenever we begin to tell ourselves, I can't do it, I don't know how I'm gonna do it, it's hard. And we really just begin to bring in a lot of excuses, you know, a lot of reasons as to why things cannot work out. And in the moment that we do that, we begin to manifest that reality, and it just puts us in a very negative mindset. The ego tries to be too logical. It wants to know everything. It wants to have every step planned out, especially in the moments that we are facing adversity or we are facing a challenge. We want everything to be figured out right then and there. We want to know how it's going to get done. Again, we need that logic and we need that structure because a plan seems more secure. For me, I've gotten to a place where I can't do that. Mind you, I'm a Pisces, so I'm always pretty delusional for the most part, but I do have a Virgo rising, and so there is that part of me that wants to lean into structure, discipline, organization, and have everything planned out, especially when I am experiencing a challenge. And yeah, I don't know about you guys, but in the past, I've noticed that when I do try to do things the right way, quote unquote, or whenever I do try to plan things out, it takes me a lot longer to get to where I need to be. I am very in tune with my intuition, and even when I need clarity, sometimes I'll fast or spend a little bit more time in silence because I tend to get my answers and my clarity when I'm just silent, and that's it. And it's so funny because, you know, I've been going through a lot of major transitions, and the other day, you know, I've had this whole entire plan for something that I want to do because I felt like it would bring me certain results that I felt like I wanted. So I had everything meticulously planned out. I had actually been working towards this already, but it was something that was kind of out of alignment with my path. And it's so funny because I was on a drive and I was in complete silence, and I got a download or a message. God connected with me and told me to do something completely different. And when I had my own plan and I was like, this is what I want to do, this is how I'm going to solve this problem, this is how I'm going to work through it, like this is what I'm going to do, there's a part of me that didn't feel fully settled, if that makes sense. Not that I was anxious, but there was just a part of me that didn't feel fully confident in that plan. And there's a part of me that almost felt intuitively as if I was gonna have to not force it, but put in a lot more effort than needed in order to make it work for me. But nonetheless, it was my plan that my ego came up with, and I was gonna do it anyway because I felt like that's it. You know, the ego was taking over. And so when I was driving and I got the download on what I really needed to do, it was complete opposite. Now, did the download I get align with the path that I'm on? Absolutely. And did it make sense? Yes. Did it make sense for me to get the immediate results that I'm looking for? No, it didn't. But you know what's funny is that in that moment, I took a deep breath and I was like, you know, I'm gonna surrender right now. Like, if this is what I'm being called to do, I'm gonna do that shit. Okay, I'm gonna do it right now. And the moment that I surrendered and listened to what I was told to do, and the moment that I took action on it, I cannot stress like the peace that washed over me. It just feels so good. Like the moment that I listen to, you know, that higher power and that intuition, even if it doesn't make sense at that time, it's like any, what's the word, friction, any energy that doesn't feel aligned, even if it's just the slightest unaligned energy, any worry, any doubt, any of that goes away. And I don't know how. I don't know the details. I don't know none of that because it ain't my business. That's for my ancestors and the universe to know. My only business is to take action and to do what I'm told. But I do know that once I listen and take action on that, that I'm more than okay, that everything's gonna work out better than I've imagined. And again, it just gives me a really strong sense of peace. Listening to that inner guidance, when I tell you, it's gonna yield the most amazing results. And I tell you that because it's happened to me so many times before. If you've been following me for a really long time, y'all know, okay, because there's so many moments in my life where things just don't make sense on paper, but I thrive, right? So like I said, if you've been following me for a while, y'all probably remember the story that I've told so many times about how the first time that I moved to Dallas in 2019, I moved down here with a broken down car. Like my car literally broke down on the way here, and I had enough money to pay for like my rent and my deposit in the apartment. And after I was done paying for everything, I had $300 to my name. And that was a situation where I had a plan as to what I wanted to do. The plan was to like run back home, run back to safety, run back to comfort, and maybe try to save up more money or like get my ducks in a row before I came back down here. And this is back in 2019. If you're new here, I moved from Dallas in 2022 and then I just moved back here this month actually. So anyway, all right, so that was the story, right? I got called, again, didn't make any sense to me, but I got called to go up to that apartment with my little $300 and my broke down car and just stay in Dallas and make it work. And I kid you guys not, okay, like the very next month I ended up manifesting $10,000. 10,000. I was able to put money in my savings account. I was able to buy a new car. Remember, I took like $2,500 cash and I bought this 2006 Pontiac G6. It was red. I kept it up until last year when I bought my Jeep because I always wanted a Jeep. And so I just, you know, but the car lasted me for that long. I had it for what, like 5 years. There's never really anything wrong with it. And I was able to put money in my savings account. And then from there, I went on to reach amazing heights and I went on to absolutely thrive. And my career is kind of unconventional. It is what it is. So for me to be able to listen to God or the higher power and my intuition and to have the results that I had, that would never have happened ever had I done things the way that I wanted them to. This just wouldn't be possible, you know. And that's why I'm so quick. Like when I get a download, I don't give a fuck, okay? I'm gonna do what the universe told me to do because that is the play. That is the path to abundance. That is the path to walking in my purpose, to feeling at peace, to thriving. Like that's the play. And that's what I'm gonna do. What am I being called to do? That's going to be the better plan. And I tell you again, like when you start listening, you just feel like you just know that you're good. You know that you're okay. So trust your inner voice, y'all. Like please, y'all see all these amazing stories of these great things happening for people. Why not you? Why did it not happen to you? You just have to trust yourself. That's it. That's it. The intuition is giving you the play. The higher power is giving you the play. Just listen. Quit trying to make everything make sense. It's not going to. It's not. It'll make sense whenever the abundance and the prosperity and everything that you're trying to get shows up into your life. That's when it's going to make sense. But you can't plan your way to success. You can't be so logical about everything. That doesn't align with having faith. So yes, I love you guys. Nice chatting with you. I'll see you in the next video. All right.